Hey guys, so it is March 7th, 2017, and this is my first vlog for the series for my bikini prep. So welcome, welcome. You might be thinking, what is this girl doing outside in the beginning of March? Well, luckily I live in Florida, so I can come outside and do work. And one of the first things that was in order of business was to vlog and to introduce my new program that I'm doing, I guess, and what my goals are and where I'm gonna get to and what show I'm gonna do and everything like that. So without further ado, here's the clip of my check-ins. This is where I'm starting out. So in this clip, I'm sitting at 133.8 pounds. This is once again the start of my prep. I'm 11 weeks out from my very first show, May 20th, the Optimum Classic Bikini Pro. So very exciting. This is where I'm starting out. I am super excited, as I said before, and I'm excited to see where these 11 weeks bring to me. I actually thought that I had 15 weeks the other day until someone at the gym came up to me and was asking me about what shows I wanted to do and everything like that, and I was like, oh, I want to do this show in May and I got this many weeks. And he's like, I don't think so. I don't think you have that many weeks, Steph. And I'm like, so I went home and I was like, oh my god. I counted them and I was like, crap, I was wrong. I thought I had more time, but I didn't. So I was thinking of starting at 10 weeks out, so I'm at a good pace right now. I think I'm at a good weight where I can start and not feel too pressured into, you know, having to do too much cardio or having to decrease my calories way too much. So I'm happy where I'm at. So in the pictures that you saw, in the video that you just saw, I was 133.8 and then had a cheat meal on Saturday. So I know that I'm actually lower than that weight, and in fact, you know, today I woke up at 132.7. So I actually imagine, by next week maybe even being 130 or maybe even lower than that. I know I've gained a good amount of muscle on me. Last time I was on stage, I was around 115. No, the lowest I got was 112. That's the lowest I've gotten. I'm 5'5", so that I was very, very skinny and very, very lean, and hopefully this time around I am a good 5-6 pounds heavier than that. So hopefully, my dream goal has been to be on stage at the leanest that I could get would be 120. I've not yet achieved that. My first show that I ever did, I think it was 115, and it's funny because every time I get lower and lower, but it's not because I'm losing muscle, but it's because, you know, for example, my legs, they hold a lot of weight, so I've been able to condition them more and more each time. So I mean, if I'm 115 or 112 this time and my legs look kick-ass, I'm happy, whatever. So I'm excited for that. How I'm feeling the same. It's I still feel like I'm on my off season right now. I'm eating the same amount of food. Once again, it's just a little bit more cardio that I'm doing, and I actually enjoy cardio, so it's not gonna be that big of an issue. So we'll see how everything goes. I think this is gonna be a fun series. It's not gonna be too demanding, which probably once I get closer, of course, it's gonna start, you know, becoming more and more. But and another thing is, once you compete a few times, you learn the ways to do it, of how it works. So you don't get as frustrated or as tired or as mad or as conflicted in your head, because you know the route. Even though each prep's a little different, you know a little bit more. So once again, I'm excited. I want to see how everything turns out, and I'm really excited to see, you know, everything that I've built. I know I put on a good amount of muscle on my shoulders. Yes, they're not as big as I want them to be, but you know, that just comes with time. My off season was pretty good, and you can see it. I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm excited. So order of business for today, it was that update. I'm updating my recipe list on my website, so if you haven't already checked that out, if you go to my website, make sure to look. If you go to my website, there's a link on the top that says recipes. So I'm adding 3 recipes every Tuesday, and that's just healthy ways to incorporate new foods into your diet. And then I'm also going to be putting a link of like workout videos, so if you know, like if you bought one of my programs and you're like, oh, you know, like how do I do this kind of exercise, you can go and you can click on it and I'll show you exactly how to do it and the ways on how to do it. So that's the update on that. What else do I have to do today? I'm going to Optimum Gym and I'm working out legs. Woo, another leg day. And I'll be doing a commentary over it, a quick commentary, just on a few new exercises that I've learned and I'm super excited about. And probably I'm going to Restaurant Depot. And that's about it. So I'll probably be posting more like the video of how I'm cooking on Friday, so you guys can see that. And that's it. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, and welcome to the commentary. So today I'm doing leg day, as I've already mentioned, and I always like to warm up with calf raises. So a good tip when it comes to calf raises is to bring up your heel instead of trying to push with your toes. That way you actually get more of that activation on that calf. And another one of my favorite warm-ups are hyperextensions. So this type of hyperextension that I'm doing currently is more to target the glutes. So notice how I'm rounding up my back, as you can tell, and then I'm also, whenever I squeeze up, I'm actually squeezing more of that glute. I like to do 20 reps of these and then immediately change back into a back hyperextension to target more of that lower back. And I do 20 reps of these as well. And I usually do around 4 to 5 sets, and it just really helps me like warm up that lower back and those hamstrings. Another variation that you can do is going straight up, then to the side, and to the other side, and then back into the middle. And that way you get every single angle on your lower back. And these are very, very effective, especially when you're trying to warm up. Yeah, and it's always nice when you have that extra person there with you, helping you out. Luckily, Joe was there with me, training me, and helping me get that extra rep every time. So that is always helpful, and that always pushes you to the limit. And you know, once you're done working out, you can always feel it after. At least I did. Once I was done with this whole training program that I did today, I was just exhausted and my legs were buckling all the way home. So I was actually super excited when I was doing these, because on the mirrors where I could see myself, I could see like my lower half of my legs like be really, really defined. So where like my soleus is, like there's like striations and lines on it, and I was like, crap, what? 11 weeks out and look at these lines. So I'm super excited with like how my legs are looking at this point, and you know, they've never been this lean this far out. So yay! So pro tip when it comes to lifting, I always like to bring a little bottle of Powerade Zero when I work out, especially legs, because it kind of keeps me high on my electrolytes, and the little sodium that it has, it helps me not get nauseous. I tend to like get nauseous and feel lightheaded pretty easily, so having the Powerade really, really helps out a lot. So here I am, I'm moving on to hamstring curls. And
what are you doing? Come on, you got 3.
I got 2.
You got 3. You got 3. Everybody, she's got 3. We're going on record right now.
I don't know, man. I have trouble with the other one.
Nah, easy, lightweight. Up, 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 up. Ah. I lied. It's not 20 pounds lighter than a normal bar. 10 pounds lighter.
Okay, I was like 20. That's like, I didn't think it was that light. Like that.
So, still the same day. I did, as you guys saw, it was my training, and I wasn't feeling well. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So I came back after having 2 meals. I'm back at Crunch, and I'm doing my cardio. I would pass by GNC and bought some Sweet Sweat. So this helps with extra sweating whenever you're doing cardio. And I have a hard time sweating. So this is why I'm wearing long sleeve shirt and pants. But I'm excited for this. The goal this year, sorry for the background music. The goal this year is to bring leaner legs. Every year I've been able to, every season I've been able to bring leaner and leaner and leaner legs. So this year I'm hoping, you know, like my legs are even leaner than they were last season. So, and by leaner I just don't mean just like skinny or anything like that, but like defined, and hopefully I can get my tie-in this year very defined as well, which is something that I struggle with. So let's get this cardio going. Guys, I'm vlogging. Excuse me.
Hold on, this baby Riley, right here.
Look at the mess Riley has made.
Come on, Riley.
Attack! Attack! Attack!
She got me.
She knows the word attack now. I taught it to her.
Don't pass on.
We're street fighting. That's what I'm teaching her. That's why she's limping.
Please don't.
Get her! Get her!
I yield. I yield mercy. Please have mercy.
Alright guys, so tonight we're having burgers.
What an introduction.
A healthy burger. It's an introduction. Yes, that was my introduction. So I don't really feel like cooking tonight, so Joe is gonna be our special guest chef. Did I say chef right? Chef.
No, that's the thing.
No, I didn't say it right? Okay, so I'm Hispanic, so CH and SH sometimes get intertwined.
It was like 80% CH and like 20% SH when you said that. So it's pretty close.
Pretty close. Okay, so Joe here is making some delicious burgers. You want to tell our audience what you're putting in?
Just a little bit of Mrs. Dash because we're kind of out of Mrs. Dash.
I need to stop laughing on this. It's very disturbing. I always catch myself laughing in the videos and I'm like, God, Steph, please stop. Please.
You think everything is funny though.
I know. Life is just full of joy. Okay, so he's putting a little bit of Mrs. Dash.
Did you turn it on? I thought you turned that on. Turn it
I haven't
on.
touched it.
Turn it on.
So we're gonna put it on. We already sprayed the Pam
Now.
on it. Hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You wanna put garlic powder on it?
We can.
So I guess I'll just give you guys like a little recap of today for me. So today was my first day back on prep. And I don't know, it was sort of like a roller coaster, honestly. Like I was really excited this morning. Like if you guys saw, like I was at the pool and I was like talking about it. I'm like, oh yay, so excited. And then like I got to the gym and I don't know, it just wasn't my day. So I just started kind of like feeling very, very emotional like throughout my workout. And I mean, I pretty much completed everything and I know I had a good workout because I was sore when I got like a few minutes after. I was like, I can't even walk. But I don't know what was going on with me. Like everything was going through my head and I'm like, crap, like I guess it's a fear of failure that is bothering me. And it's the fear of, you know, like letting myself down again and not doing as well as I want to do. When it comes to bodybuilding, it's a very subjective sport. You know, you can come in with the best package that you think is best, but then somebody else can come in with an even better package, you know, like, or, you know, or a package similar to yours, or even worse than yours, and the judges may think it's better than yours. Whatever. So, you know, just sitting at the gym today, and I was just like, oh my God, like, am I doing anything wrong? Like, I need, you know, like, what can I do? Like, I just felt kind of hopeless. I'm like, how, like, I don't know what to do. Like, it was that what was going on in my head. And, you know, like, Joe kind of sat me down, and he was like, you know, Steph, like, you've already come so far. Yeah, last season wasn't your best season. I mean, but it was better than it was, you know, whenever you start at your national level shows, like, it was, I got last place in that, my first national show. At these shows, I got, you know, I was always in the middle of the stack. That being said, you know, like, and then after nationals, I was able to come back in and, like, get first place. So, like, what I'm trying to do right now, and, like, what I'm getting back into is, like, that mindset that I had at junior nationals, and thinking of, like, you know, what pretty much brought me to, like, want to keep going. And I think I'm pretty much, I want to say I pretty much got it back. I got that drive back. Like, I think what it was today, too, is, like, I talked to my coach, and, you know, like, she pretty much, like, she's been kind of guiding me in a different way than she has in the past. Like, you know, she's kind of giving me more of an autonomy with this prep, where, you know, like, she's like, oh, you know, what have you been eating? Let's start with that, and, like, let's work with it. And, you know, that's completely fine. Like, but the thing is, like, I was used to, you know, like, once I started prep, here's everything for you, stuff. You know, you have your plan, you have all your programs already all set up. Like, this is what you need to do, and this is what you do. And this prep, she was more, here, let's give you more autonomy. Like, what have you been eating? Like, okay, let's stick with that. Okay, training, all right, you're good with your training, you're really good at your training, like, let's just stay like that. You can create really good programs, which I can. You know, like, and I'm happy that she told me that, because, like, I'm like, okay, you know, like, that makes me feel good, you know. But, and then she just pretty much told me that, like, let's just increase your cardio. And going into the gym today, I did not come in with a plan or anything, and I was just so frustrated. Like, I was just I was like, I don't know what to go next. I don't know what to do. I mean, I've been doing this for
4 hours?
Yes, please. 3 years, and, you know, like, I shouldn't feel frustrated that, like, I come in and, like, freestyle a workout. But I think it's the fact that, you know, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's prep time, it's go time. So, I mean, I pretty much texted her back and told her, hey, can you write me a plan that I need to, so I can follow that and feel like, and she said, sure. But, yeah, so I'm gonna start with that. And with her telling me that she feels confident with what I'm doing and the kind of exercise that I'm doing, you know, that actually made me feel happy as well. And I can incorporate my own kind of workouts too in the program as well. So, with that being said, I feel like I say that a lot, with that being said.
You say so much, I started saying it, which is not a big deal. But with that being said, Danny started saying it.
Randy's saying it too?
Okay. I feel like me and Danny have the least interactions with each other due to our work schedules, but I feel like the next least is like you and Danny.
I'm excited for this prep. I'm 11 weeks out, and I'm gonna freaking kill this. And my dinner's ready. Which I need to finish vlogging and how I did it, which that didn't happen. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this. Hopefully there's good content. I hope I just didn't just blab on nonsense, which I probably did. Okay, see you guys on the next one.